Hi everyone, and thank you for watching another episode of Gaffer and Gear. In today's episode, I'm going to take a very quick look at this Bowen Mount 90 centimeter dome by Colbor. So why would this interest some of you? Well, some of you might like how quickly it packs up and how quickly you can set it back up. Okay, so this thing sells for $99 US, and for 99 US bucks, you're not expecting it to be the best quality. So after about 50 goes of setting it up and packing it up, the elastic's already broken on the back here, and the rods can get out of shape pretty easy. All right, so having said all that, why am I even bothering to review it? I think the fact that it packs up and sets up real quick might be of interest to people. If you're keeping it for those occasions where you need to set up and pack up really quick, maybe once or twice a week, I think this will last you several years. All right, so how does it work? Well, it's got these two locking mechanisms, top and bottom, so it's two pinch locks, and the rods are attached to two semicircles that are on hinges. So it just acts like a butterfly to lock into place and unlock. Now, the best way I found to set this up is to actually push it into the ground. So I just open up the hinges with my fingers a little bit, and then push it into the ground, and that really is the best way to set it up. It'll be in its correct formation. If you set it up any other way, you can bend the rods. So for example, if you set up one side at a time, the second side that you set up, the rods will be bent. If you try to set it up without pushing it into the ground, like I did in the intro, like that, what happens is the rods here catch on the sliding mechanism, and the unit is very much out of shape, and you need to bend the rods back into place. Now, if you do need to bend the rods back into place, it really is as simple as just doing that. So what I found is if you set it up properly, you will probably have to bend the rods back into place maybe 1 in 8 times that you use it. All right, so let's go through pros and cons and what you get all at the same time. So it comes with a bag. The bag, is nothing flash, but you wouldn't expect it to be for $99. It comes with a grid. Now, the grid is not sewn together, it's all just sort of interlaced. So if you don't handle it well, you're going to have to be putting it back together. Now, the grid does a pretty good job. That you can't complain really for the price. Okay, the next thing is the stitching quality. It's pretty good, I've got to say. The build quality's not bad at all in terms of the stitching. It doesn't look like it's going to unthread and fall apart anytime soon. The main diffuser looks like a Magic Cloth or a Shimira White. It's a very dense diffuser. Now, in terms of the change in quality of light coming through it, you get about, the CCT goes up about 200 Kelvin, and there is minimal, pretty much zero hue change. So there's no green or magenta getting added. You also get an inner baffle. Now, the reflector is not the purest I've ever seen. Looking into it, I can see green and magenta hue happening, but the green and magenta seems to cancel each other out. Delta UV variation I've recorded off this with my spectrometer is plus or minus 0.0002. So to give you some idea of what that means, that's about 1/12 of a 1/8 correction gel. So it's actually cleaner than a lot of top-end reflectors that I've seen in softboxes, despite the fact that when you look at it, you can see color shifting happening in there. It's not going to affect the light coming out. All right, so onto the center here. So the only thing that concerns me here really with this thing is the center build is plastic, or at least some sort of industrial polymer. It's not metal. So that would probably be the one big negative for me. It looks like it's built relatively strong. It doesn't look like it's going to fall apart anytime soon, but my concern would be the locking mechanisms here being made of plastic. I think if you're using them every day, you might get a year out of this. I don't think you'd get to 2 years. Now, on the back here, there's two pieces of elastic. One of them, like I say, is already broken, and that elastic seems to wrap around the Bowen mount, so it just seems to hold the softbox shell tighter to the Bowen mount. I actually don't think you need it, so I don't think it's that big an issue that elastic's broken. So in summary, $99, I think that's pretty reasonable value for money. I really like the design of the mechanism, but my only concern is how are the plastic lockers going to hold up over time? That's a bit of an unknown. Now, if you own one of these and you've had it for a while, leave a comment down below. Let us know how they go. But I think the big deal for these, I think why people might be interested in them, is the fact that you can pack it up as quick as that. Okay, see you on the next episode. Take care.